guys, welcome back. It's Patty with the Bumbling Crafter. Ooh, so I've been so ready for this one. So, does everybody have their fabric in their gesso out? Remember I told you guys, get it out, get it ready. Oh, look at our cute little pocket. It's so fragile though. Anyway, side note, I know I squirreled. Alrighty, oops. Let's get this thing going. Okay, so this is bigger than we're gonna need. I know, and I have you guys pulled out and I still can't get it all. These are just pieces of an old bed sheet that got ripped. I think it's How to Train Your Dragon by the looks of it, but it won't be in a minute here. So I'm going to largely be slapping white gesso onto some fabric, but I don't want my fabric to be bigger than this. And it's supposed to be white gesso, but I already have the colors pulled over here because you know I'm going to get bored. Because you know, before I even started, I was like, oh, only white. But so, you know, I have pieces like this that are already done in gesso. And you know, we have several like this. And see how it gets stiff? And I have this here, which I thought we would start with because it's still wet. Oh, in some kind of way, and kind of stuck all kinds of to itself. So I thought, oh yeah, let's make a mess. Of course I did, right? Oh no, there went my face. I'm falling off the thing. Hang on a minute. Falling everywhere. Yeah, I learned cutting up this, which I should have knew from where it was ripped. It's not high quality there. No, just everywhere. I was trying to keep it, it was already wet, so I just thought, well, keep it wet. From the paint pores, this is what it was turning into, and that's why I was playing with it. Told you I didn't like the color. Those backgrounds, that is this one here. That's this. Yeah, well, I mean, would have been if we hadn't continued on. So, I thought, well, let's save it. You know, as we do. And, not that, but this. That's so thick we can almost peel it off. Look at that. Wow. That wasn't what I was after, but I don't mind it. So, let's see. I have my big spatula thing out. I'm just gonna scrape it. Kind of scrape. Oh, I should have cut it first, huh? Yeah, you should have, Patty. I was thinking, well, first I wanted, excuse me, to rip the numbers off the edge. You know, the selvage has, well, I don't know if you can see it or not, but, ooh, it's rippled, so I don't know if it's going to cut right. Usually it will rip for me. See the numbers? Yeah, I love the numbers. We're going to use them. But, oh, yeah, it's not usually that hard. Wow. Well, maybe we'll just cut that piece off and then, no, I want to rip it. I want it ripped. And some of them already have paint all over them. So I bet you that part probably will not rip. But I like the ripped edge. So, hold on, guys. Ooh. Okay, we're going to wait till we get to that edge before I try to rip that. Okay, so I was trying to kind of go by this size down here, and now I'm realizing that's probably not going to work out so great. So I guess I'm just going to go by whatever size. We are not going to have even sizes. That's what I've now decided already. See, pivoted already. Not going to have even sizes of pages. I got my plastic out on the floor, and I got a pile of different fabrics at my feet. Yep, sure do. Okay, little pocket, go away. And apparently a huge need to clean off the desk. Which, when do I not? Should have did this one outside probably too, but my worry was more that, look, I already got the handle. Was more that by the time things dried, I'd forget about it and it'd be blown away in the wind on me. And, you know, with my luck, it wouldn't blow away in the wind so much as, you know, pollute the neighborhood, which would be bad, but that it would blow in my pool and then I would have to fish it out. You know, which would also be bad. Worse, because I don't want to fish it out. My pool man hasn't been here this week yet. He was supposed to be here today. He sent me a message that said he would be here today, and so far he hasn't shown. So there's that. But, oh man. Oh. Just don't let it trigger a migraine, huh? This wasn't exactly my thought when I started, or I would have did it ahead of time. Although this is part of the process. So, I mean, you know, in for penny, in for pound, right? Now I feel like I can probably rip the rest of this salvage edge off. Okay. So my thought was we're gonna largely gesso these, but really I got out stencils and stuff. Because, you know, I get bored easily. And I don't see why we have to do it that way. We should. Oh my gosh, look, it won't come off me. Look at that. Oh, so annoying. And you know what else I did? I forgot to put my hand lotion on so that all this would wash off easier. Okay. Okay. Obviously, this was a bad plan. So just work with one piece, Patty. Get down to one piece. I was thinking the black ones were going to sit here and then I would measure by them, but plus they would get any overage, see, as we worked, and then that would be like efficient because we'd be, oh, this piece, it's haunting me. We'd be getting like 2-for-1 kind of deal. Ooh, look, my gesso. This is my homemade gesso stuff. It's getting thick. Look at that. Look how thick it is in there. Okay, let's put some regular, you know, cheapy gesso from Walmart right on in there. Ooh, I put a lot in there. It also went in its lid because it's very thin. Very thin gesso. You know. Well, that happened. Now our very thick gesso isn't so thick. So this gesso that's in my tub here, my jar, is the, you know, the baby powder, Elmer's glue, white paint kind of gesso, homemade gesso stuff. And it's probably a couple years old at this point. Well, and now it's got gesso in it. So, you know, that's what that's made of. And there's paints already sitting on my desk, along with everything else. I am wearing my uncomfortable apron today. The one that has, it's canvas. It's a canvas apron. Like, because Patty knew she was going to be making a mess. That I usually would wear if I'm going to do, like, heavy-duty resin work or... well, I wore it in with our last paint pour outside, you know, because I knew I was going to get messy. I mean, I always get messy during paint pours, but because my arms are always too short for the reach for the canvas I want to do. And it's a paint pour. Who cares? You know you're going to get messy. It's part of the fun. Woo, that is thick. And boring. See, I like this purpley color, except when it turns to the gray side. I don't know. When it goes mauve color, not so much anymore. So I would rather blot it out of existence. Not my main focus today, though. Just covering up. Oh, yeah, I was trying to put some of the thin stuff. I need to set that up right because, man, it comes flying out of there. So, yeah, we are going to do, y'all, if you want to play along, just grab as many, grab fabric. Okay, I just made a mess. Oh, I have a canvas board underneath of us, so like that baby's getting primed for something. I don't know what. And I'm just, there's so much stuff under me. I don't know why I'm acting like there's one thing underneath of me. Oh, I wasn't going to do the backside right now, was I? Well, you know, best laid plans and all that. Y'all ought to know better by now. How many pages do you think you're going to want? And how far down are you going to cut these pages? You know, that's my thing. So I can still tell that this even is, it's still bigger than what I'm going to want, obviously. Ooh. And this is so thick, it's just not going to go far. I want the pages to be relatively stiff when we're done. But they don't have to be like that stiff because we're adding stuff to them. Right? Like, even if, okay, so let's say we do this, right? And we give it, that one didn't work because I already had it down. If I had just done that over the background, it would have worked. And blotted everything else out, that would have worked. You know, kind of like that. Oh, my picture is up there, Patty. Will you stop doing that? Screwed up, girl. I'm going to have to make that girl again. Just know it. I am trying to get the edges a little bit better. A little bit. And this would probably be easier with a brayer or I might take a scraper card. The reason I have my big one out is because it covers so much more space at one time. You know? Because I thought we could speed on through this. And we can, see? I just want to loosen this some more. Yet again. So we're going to put some really loose white paint in there. After I drop this over here to dry. Oh, I should turn the fan on it. That's what I should do. Here. Oh, shoot. Turn the fan that way. Turn it on. And then, you loose white paint. Yeah, you're loose white paint. I'm just putting some loose white paint in there because definitely need to loosen it up. Why is my fan being difficult? It acts like we don't have any room to breathe. There. Okay. So, let's see how one of these will react. These, not that. Didn't I just cut a piece of, yeah, here it is. Here it is. This, which is much, much thinner fabric. That we were just working on is upholstery fabric, so it's already a thicker fabric, you know? Oh, look. See how much nicer that is? And then I'll probably regret it because I probably want a thicker gesso, but I don't like working with it that much. I mean, that was thick. And when I'm making, you know, layered pieces of brick and stuff, then I like it like that. But I know, there's just no pleasing me, huh? So, oi, get back up there. This is why I thought it might work well with the brayer, because see, it'll give us another texture. Oh, nothing wants to hold in place. I should have put them on my gel plate, because you know then it would have been sticky on the back side. But where's the fun in that? Because different textures, you know, each of our pages. Oh, see, here's the problem with this canvas apron I'm wearing. It creeps up my throat and then it chokes me. It's like 1 second you're fine and the next minute literally it's cutting off my airways. You pull it down some. I can work on that edge. And I'm thinking the black should bleed through, right? You know? Which could be fun if we put a little bit of this in here. I know. Don't add colors, Patty. We're not up to that part. But I can't help myself. Because it's boring. white. White just doesn't do it. White doesn't do it for me. Look, that's so much more fun. Marbled. Which is why I said this is Notes of Lorrie Marie. So I was getting ready to do a fabric journal, and then my sweet friend Lorrie Marie brought hers out again, and on her channel. And when I say out again, it was already on her channel, but she has been republishing them. Well, I think they were already on, well, I've seen them, so they must have been already published on her channel, because I've seen it before. But then again, I've watched every video of hers that's available, so, as you do, because she's my mixed media guru, even though we have totally different aesthetics. So, yeah, so then I reached out to her and asked her, because some of the things she did just are so inspiring, of, oh, I would have done, okay, so I think there's houses in hers, and I would have done houses. Mine might have been a different version, but I want to do her version, right? Or something like her version, closer to her version. That hers just rang my bell, inspired me completely. I was like, oh, I want to do that, right? I've never done that. I've done something kind of like that, but not that. So, I was like, hey, I just reached out to her and asked her, hey, can I do a version of your fabric journal, mixed media journal on my page? And she's like, yeah, because she's awesome. Because, you know, mixed media artists by and far are the best group of people ever, because, you know, that's the beauty of creativity. The more you do, the more there is. And I don't really believe in original thought, like something has already been done somewhere. It's really rare to have a thought that's completely original, not spun off from somebody else's, in my opinion. If you come up with one, cool, you do you, boo-boo. But I don't worry about that stuff too much. I don't worry about claiming things as completely mine. Now, Lorrie Marie actually might have some stuff that's completely original. But regardless, you know, I'm going to have some stuff in these ones, because there's probably going to be more than one that are absolutely all from hers. So, you know, then you make sure you give them credit. You just give people credit where credit is due, man. But you guys hear me talk about Lorrie Marie anyway, so. Because I talk about all my friends on here. Because why would you not? Right? Especially if they've inspired you. Like, I talk about the ones that don't know who I am. I talk about Gail with those dang stack and wax that I cannot for the life of me get down. Which makes no sense, because, by the way, I have things that are stack and wax that I've done before she ever started doing stack and wax. Before I ever started doing YouTube, that I used to do, you know, pre-YouTube, obviously. Okay, I'm going to leave that. I don't mind that them being that way. And they're basically the same thing, but a little different, right? Which has me cracking up, because when it's basically the same thing with a little bit difference, but yet I can't do a stack and wax to save my soul. I think that's pretty funny. I find great amusement in that, because I don't know why I can't get it right, but I try, and I'm still not getting it. And I could be amused at myself, because it's just not so serious, man. None of it's serious. If you're being serious, you probably aren't having that much fun. I don't know. I already did the serious stuff. Now I just want to have fun. I did the serious jobs already. Meh. Now I want to have fun. So I told you guys last month, I guess. It was still April. Yeah, last month. I was going out. My friend was coming to town, and I was going out and meeting new friends that I hadn't met yet. She was bringing friends that I didn't know, and I said, yeah, I was going to meet new friends. And I told you. So only one came. Her name is Christina. Hi. Told you. Friends I hadn't met. Sure enough. Awesome. She was awesome. First thing I did was say I didn't like her place of work. Didn't mean it that way. I just meant I don't like our Trader Joe's. Oh no. That was a terrible thing to say. And I wasn't even drinking. I'm such a nutcase sometimes. She was wonderful. Oh, well, okay. Everybody there was wonderful. But I knew everybody else, so I already knew they were wonderful. You know, it was a great night. And I called my little sister on the way home. Had a nice chit chat on the way home. Gave her a reprimand because she hasn't been checking in with her sisters. You know, I was like, hey, okay, we're still alive. Good to know. Good to know. They're all on the same time zone and I'm not. So, you know. They all know they're alive. They all live around the corner from each other, and I do not. Of course, they knew I was alive, but that's not the point. Not the point. I just was like, hey, remember me? I feel like that one's sufficiently done. Here, let's rub that there, right? Just so this corner has a little bit more. And good. Okay, so everything's looking a little pink. But don't worry, because it won't be. There's going to be layers upon layers in this thing. Okay, so we have this one here that already has this, right? That we stenciled at some point. And we're not going to worry about that. We're going to cut this piece off here. Just this piece, which we'll use, possibly use later in it. Certainly saving it for it. And we're just going to put something here. So we're just going to slide some stuff on this side, which has already had Patty's fingers right there. See them? Yep, those would be my fingers. By the way, my poor rings have so much paint in them from the paint pour the other day. Yes, they do. I was trying to peel paint out of my rings. I was like, what is wrong with my rings? And I was like, oh, paint pour. Look, pink just wants to be. It's just like, I'm here and I'm not going to go anywhere. And I know that I am putting colors in my paint here. Gesso-y stuff. You can tell that I'm not that worried about it. And I'm not. Now I'm going to stick it in this water right here because it's a little tight again. Like it's determined to be a little tight. And I'm determined to use it up. See? Cool, right? I'm going to do that again over here. I was hoping to get the edging. Okay, maybe if I turn it this way, we'll get the edging. Okay. Where is... Did you guys see me? Yeah. Okay. Oh, hey, there's my, oops, give me that. Come here. Come on, Sally. No. I can't get a hold of it. Oh, for Pete's sakes, come here. Okay. Why didn't you just set that down? I don't know. Give it some stripes. Will those stay in there? I don't know. But let's see. So I don't like this hard line really. So let's see if we can. Is it going to matter? No, they're going to be on two different sides of the paper, so don't worry about it so much, Patty. I still don't want them there. What else? Doesn't matter. You're making it worse. Making it worse. Okay. Did you see me just wipe it on my shirt. Yep, that's why I got the thick one on today. What next? Let's do some of this one. These are elephants. Guessing they need no explanation. How big do we think we want it? That seems big enough, right? Oh, that was thin. That ripped way easier. I forgot how easy these things rip. Because I don't have much off the edge of it, so. Which side do we want to put our gesso on? Well, I guess the other side, because it's already got gesso on it now. Though, inevitably, both sides will get it. So, do you think that, I bet it's going to absorb right on through. What do you think? Ooh, that's what I think. So I got it up here in my handle again. I don't like that. Don't like it. Man, oh man, look at it's just so. Oh, please. I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, this sucker could take a lot of water. It's not because, I mean, we don't have to make it go further. We just want a little looser. Because obviously we got plenty more. Well, I don't know if that's obvious. I mean, we got that one and that one and that one. I have plenty of gesso. And oodles of white paint, even if we didn't, to be gesso. I'm not grooving that little color. It's like doing cakes again. Just keep swimming. Nope, maybe not. Don't be swimming. For this application, I would prefer it in that bottle, to be fair. But I'm just thinking we'll finish this one off, and then we can move on. Because when I have to, everything else is in a, not in a squirty bottle either. The other gessos are in a gallon jug bottle type bottle. Can't believe I didn't put my hand cream on. Fun fact though, wiping the hand cream or putting hand cream on and rubbing it all in before you try to wash your hands while the water's getting warm, or just in general before you even turn your water on, still makes it slide right off. Makes the paint and the glues and stuff slide right off your hands. Yep, sure does. Okay, let me pull that edge back from the edge of our board so we can get to it. The edges in particular, because you know, it's going to be the edges of our pages. I mean, when we rip them, then that part's going to be the edges of our pages. I get that, but for now, I'm envisioning these the edges of our pages somewhere. Because, you know, because you can only do with the information in front of you. All right, so I have no idea how many pages we're going to have, because there's obviously, I want to make more than one. But I don't have to make all the pages in front of you guys unless you really want me to, because if I make more gesso up, I'm definitely coloring some. I mean, I do have black gesso, but I don't want to do black pages. You know what I mean? Like, that's not fun. Oh, are we at 30 minutes already? We haven't even done one of the pockets yet. Man. All right. Shoot. Okay, I really genuinely thought that was gonna... Okay, do that. So we can do this edge. Oh yeah, we're out of gesso in this little container too. All right, I guess we're going to be done for a minute and let this stuff dry, and then you guys can let me know. I think we'll do another one, though, because, I mean, I'm already here. But the pockets can be, the blue jean pockets can be a little different. We're going to stencil those, so that'll be a whole different video, because that'll be on to other stuff, because it doesn't have to, they're already stiff. Not as stiff as I want them, so they still need paint, but I'm just trying to get out anything in the bottom. You know what would be easier? Just do this. Yeah, I went there. I sure did. Yum. You get out of the way. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you weren't supposed to get in there. That's okay. That's okay. You might wind up in the book now. It could happen. Sorry, is my arm right dead in your way? Get that edge. Or I'm going to have to shove that in the bottle too. Jar. It's a jar. There's plenty more in there. I mean, it's on the edges and partly dry, but... Wow. All right. Well, we made a heck of a dent. Not even close to as far as I wanted to get, but that doesn't surprise me, because it's absorbing way more paint than I thought. Because I didn't start with the ones that are drop cloth and already have paint on them. That's why. I started with the ones that got to start from scratch mostly. Okay. Just pull this out here. Oh, okay, this edge has to be done. So, other than that, this one's okay. Could just do that too. There we go. Yeesh. All right. Well, yeah, didn't even get close to the big old pile I pulled out. So we'll have to think about that. And I'll have to think about making some more. Or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.